Okay, I think I've got everything I need. I've been planning this one out for a while. How's it going, everyone? Greg here with the RC Driver 2 channel, and I'm changing up the look of my Losi 22 Sprint. It's very cool that they offer these in 3 different colors, but when you got like 6 of them go around the track, you know, you've got duplicates. So I want mine to stand out, look a little bit different from everybody else's on the track. I do plan on hitting the oval sometime this year. I don't race as much as I used to. I used to race a lot. I was away from home a lot, and now I spend a little bit more time with the family on the weekend, so that's why you don't see me at racetracks a lot. But yeah, once I went to the oval, I got bit by that bug to lay down some laps and wanted to start this project up. And the reason I actually started was I saw these decals from Upgrade RC. I thought they were absolutely awesome, especially one in particular, but check this out. They've got 3 different options. So if you just want to go and change up the look of your 22S, you know, you can just go throw these right on, peel the stock decals off, and these are a nice decal sheet. These are a thick decal material. Everything is cut. It's all done here in the USA, and the patterns are absolutely awesome. Actually, let me get a set out so you guys can see what these are like. So there's multiple sheets inside. And you get your main section here. This is the front wing, some side panel stuff. Then this one here, this is your upper wing. All the little holes for where the screws go through, those are all cut as well. And then check this out. They also give you the chassis protector for it. I thought that was pretty awesome. And then a full set of numbers. And the reason why these upgrade decals stood out to me is because the flame version reminded me of my racing paint scheme, but I've got blue flames on mine. So this one was pretty close with the silver flames, and then that had the blue mixed in. And of course, since the main section of my race scheme for when I go racing is yellow, I went and picked up all the yellow panels that Losi has to offer. So this thing should look pretty trick when it's done. I also got the black Nerf bars for it, the silver wheel dots. I think this thing is gonna look pretty awesome. So let's get some of this stuff out of the bag and start applying these decals. Gotta get started with the main body section here and actually the front wing. And I think the only tool I'm really gonna need is a hobby knife. This is from Eco Power. You get it from the same website as Upgrade RC, that's A-Main Hobbies. And what I like about a hobby knife with this is just getting all of these circles out first so they don't get stuck later on down the road. And that's some really thick decal material. So yeah, I'll just go and pop all of these out. And I've gone ahead and already washed my hands really well just to get any oils off of it. Some people get worried with decals. If you have too much oil on your hands, let's say you picked up your car, it had a leaky shock, and you got oil on your fingers, and then you go try to apply some decals, you're gonna have a problem. But with this particular decal set, it's really sticky. So I'm just gonna say that washing your hands is good enough to just go and transfer everything by hand. And we just have to go and stick everything down. Hopefully everything is all just squared and lined up. There's probably just gonna be a very slight reveal around everything. So there we go, just take it nice and slow. Looks like I have it all lined up. Look at that, awesome. Nailed it on the first shot. First decal, looking good. Start in the center, work your way out. Just get those air bubbles out. If some air bubbles do get trapped underneath, you could try to apply some heat. Worst case is you have to take your X-Acto knife or a pin and put a little hole in the bubble and then work the air out. You guys have probably seen those videos online, or they're applying a wrap to a real car. Let's pop a little air hole in it, get the trapped air out. And that looks good. I'm gonna get a few more of these panels decaled up. I'll show you how it looks as I go along. So everything's coming along really well. These decals look awesome on the yellow plastics. You just have to do your best to center them on the plastics. What I do is I start off at the bottom here, give myself a little reveal, and then lay the graphic down, work my way up as far as getting out any air bubbles, sticking it down, and just doing my best to center it. You can see some of the holes are off just a little bit, but over here it's centered, and there's just a little bit more reveal on top. You just have to do the best you can. You can even see here with this side plate. It's centered in the side plate, however the holes are off a little bit. So you just have to spend some time just kind of lining up the best you can. And then I have another tip for you. Again, start off at the bottom, and some of these pieces roll over. So once you get to the spot where it rolls, you're just going to want to slowly go back and forth, and sometimes it even has a transition back. So what I'll do is just add a little bit of back pressure to the decal, work it over, And if you have to, you can go ahead and use a little bit of heat to go soften up the decals. You just have to be careful with it. I mean, sometimes you might even want to take a piece of the backing, put it behind there, and that way it doesn't allow it to stick while you're pushing down on these curved parts. Got that decal on, looks pretty good. I'm actually gonna take the back of my X-Acto. It's rounded, doesn't have any sharp edges. I'm gonna just use this to push it down just to make sure that decal is stuck in that lower part there. But man, this is looking good. And this was actually the toughest decal to install so far because it wraps around this kind of complex corner here. And what I did is I took out my heat gun, just warmed it up a bit, pushed the decal down, and got out the little pucker that kept popping up here. Well, it took me a while, but I have all the panels decaled up, and now it's time to put them on the Sprint. Simply just gonna remove the stock panels, throw on these new ones, and while I'm at it, I'm gonna throw on those bumpers and the wheel dots. There it is, RC drivers. My Sprint looks absolutely sick. Totally worth the few hours it took to apply the decals, swap out the panels and the bumpers. This thing looks really unique. It's got to stand out on the track. And what's cool is with all the upgrade graphics packages, along with all the different panel options that are from Losi, you can really switch things up and basically ensure that you do have a unique car out on the track. I was kind of thinking that I maybe should have left the side panels black. That probably would have been cool, but I'm really happy with the all yellow. And then I put the gray wheel dots on that just picks up the gray and the body really nicely. Sick looking car now. And the black bumpers, I think that really sets it off. That chrome was kind of neat, but I love these black bumpers. So hopefully this inspired you to change up the look of your Sprint. And again, it's just a few hours, part of the fun of modeling. And if you need links for any of this stuff, I'll have it in the video description below. We'll see you back soon for some more RC Driver videos.